Hello, friends. Welcome to Seven Sense Aptitude Prep. I am your friend Vinod Prabhu. This is the fourth video on profit and loss. In this playlist, you'll see videos from video one. Suggest that if you haven't watched those, to start from video one. In video number 4, which is this video, we look at some advanced problems on profit and loss. Problems that you would only be able to solve if you know the fundamentals well. Okay, so the intermediate set, this is the first set of intermediate problems. Selling price of 20 pence is the same as the cost price of 16 pence. So what is the profit or loss percentage is what he has asked. So how do we figure out? There's no values given, right? So what we do is we take, let's say they take the cost price of 1 pen as 1 rupee. Cost price of 1 pen, you take it as 1 rupee. Okay. Now, selling price of 20 pence is the same as cost price of 16 pence. Let us take the cost price of 20 pence. Okay, cost price of 1 pen is 1 rupee. Cost price of 20 pence should have been 20 rupees. What is the cost price of 16 pence? 16 pence is 16 rupees. And we say selling price of 20 pence is the same as the cost price of 16 pence. So cost price of 16 pence is the same as selling price of 20 pence. So now you've gotten the selling price of 20 pence is 16, the cost price of 20 pence is 20. Is it a profit or a loss? Selling price is lower than cost price, so it is a loss. So loss percentage is equal to loss by CP into 100. So the loss here is CP minus SP by CP into 100. So CP is 20, SP is 16, we get 4. 4 divided by CP, which is 20 into 100. We get it as 20%. So the loss percent is 20. Same thing in a different way. They have not given values, they have given how much of how many pens are sold at what cost. So find out, take the thing to remember here is take the cost price as 1, and then you'll get the cost price of 16 pence as 16. Selling price of 20 pence is the same as cost price of 16 pence. It should have been 20 for no profit, no loss. 20 rupees you have spent on 20 pence, you are getting only 16 back. So there's a loss of 4 rupees. Loss percentage you always calculate on CP. We get 4 by 20, which is 20%. Satbir Singh sells pens at 15 and gets a commission of 10% on the selling price. He sells 20 pencils at 25 rupees and gets a commission of 20% on the selling price. He sells 10 pens and 20 pencils in a day. How much does he earn in 12 days? So commission on pen, okay, commission on pen is equal to 10% of 15. How do you do 10% of 15? 15 into 10 by 100. So the commission on a pen is 150 by 100 is 1.5 rupees. Okay. Commission on pencil, similarly, commission on pencil is equal to 25 into 20 by 100 is 5 rupees. So he's getting 1.5 rupees commission on pen, 5 rupees on pencil. He's selling 10 pens in a day. So total commission on pens in a day is equal to 1.5, which is the commission on 1 pen, into 10 pens. This is equal to 15. Then total commission on pencils in a day, so the commission on 1 pencil is 5. He's selling 20 pencils, so he's getting 100. And total commission per day, total commission in a day is equal to commission earned on pens plus commission earned on pencils. So he's getting 15 rupees as commissions on pens. He's getting 100 rupees as commission on pencils. So his total commission per day is 115. In 1 day, if he's earning 115, total commission in 12 days is equal to 115 into 12. Okay, so 115 into 12 is 1150 plus 230 is 1380. calculate. How did I do? I did 115 into 10 and then 115 into 2 is 230. It's calculated mentally. 831. So this is what he earns in 12 days as his commission. Jeevan bought a bike for 2 lakhs. He sells the bike at a loss of 15%. If he's selling the bike, what is the selling price? 100 minus loss percent divided by CP into divided by 100 into CP. You get 100 minus 15 by 100 into 2 lakhs. So 85 into 2170, 1,70,000 is what he gets after selling the bike. This is his selling price of the car, selling price of the bike. Now he's using that on the car. This is the cost price of the car. And he sells it at a 20% profit. What is the overall selling price? 100 plus profit percent divided by 100 into CP. But this new CP of the car. So SP of the car is same as multiplied by, you keep here CP of the car. So 100 plus profit percent is 100 plus 20 by 100 into cost price of the car is 1,70,000. 1,70,000. It is 120 into, so 1 is 20400. How? 112 into 17. 17 tens are 170 plus add 34 becomes 204. So he had a bike which he had spent 2 lakhs on. Once he sold the bike, he incurred a loss of 30,000. But when he sold the car, he got a profit of 34,000, which means overall he got 2,04,000. He spent 2 lakhs, he got 2,04,000. The profit is 4,000. And the profit percentage, I do not ask the profit percentage. Okay, the profit, if they had asked the profit percentage, you would have done profit percentage is profit by CP into 100, which is 4,000 by 2 lakhs into 100. 2%. I got 2%. The other shortcut formula for this is, you figured out how the selling price is 1,70,000, right? Let me just make some space to look at another shortcut. When there is consecutive discount, right? Initially it is a loss of 15%, then a profit of 20%. So our total profit or loss percentage is equal to A plus B plus AB by 100. When do you use this? When there is consecutive discounts or consecutive profit and loss. So 2 lakhs, there is a loss of 15%. On that, there is a profit of 20%. Then you use this formula. So when there is a loss, you change the sign to minus. Okay. Now here our A is minus 15 because there is a loss. B is a profit, becomes plus 20. Now you do 20 into minus 15 by 100. So minus 15 plus 20 is 5 plus 20 into 15 is minus 300 by 100, which is equal to, this is not plus, this becomes 5 minus 3. So you get 2% profit because it's plus, but 2% is the profit. Again, I repeat, if there is a discount or a loss and then there is a profit, the overall profit or loss percent is calculated as A plus B plus AB by 100. So this is the shortcut method. Okay, so this method is the shortcut method. We figured out the answer is 2%. We'll verify that here. And when there is a loss, the sign changes. Here A is minus 15 because it's a loss. B is plus 20 because it's a profit. And overall you get the answer is 2. And because it is plus, it is not a loss, it is a profit. This is for a profit and loss percentage as a shortcut. A shopkeeper bought a bag of rice for 1500. Once a curfew is announced, increase the price of the sack by 40%. What is the price? How do? You do 1500, and if the price of the sack is increased by 40%, the new price is gotten as 1500 into 140 by this. 140 by 100. So effectively you are multiplying by 1.4. 15 into 14 is 2100. Okay, this is the new price. So 1500, multiply that by 140 by 100, or you multiply that by 1.4, you will get the increased price, which is 2100. So now this is known as the marked price because it is increased and he is given that as the marked price. On this he is giving a discount of 30%. So how do you do that? You can calculate a discount of 30% as 2100 into 70 by 100. Why have we done 70 and not 130? If it was a increase profit, we would have done it as 130 by 100, but here there is a loss of 30%, so we make it as 70 by 100. So 21.7 is 1470. Okay, 1470. So what does it mean? On 1500 he made a profit, but when he reduced it by another 30%, the new price came as 1470. So he has spent 1500 on a sack. So that's his cost price. Selling price is now 1470, not 2100. Selling price is less than the cost price, which means there is a loss. Loss percentage. So what is the loss? 30 rupees. Loss percentage is loss divided by CP into 100. Loss percentage is 2%. Don't do 40% profit and 30% loss is 10% profit. That is wrong. You calculate the new price from the increase, and then from that new price you give a discount of 30%, calculate the ultimate price at which he's selling, look at the price at which he bought and look at the price at which he sold, see whether there is a profit or loss, and then calculate the profit or loss percentage. Next problem. A woman has 100 hairbands. Now she sells a certain number of them at 20% profit and another has a 40% profit. Overall her profit is 28%. Now how many did the woman sell at 40%? See, number of hairbands. Hairbands sold at 20% profit. I'll take it as X. So hairbands sold at 40% profit, they are 100 minus X. Okay, we get that as 100 minus X. Now together, when I am selling these at these prices, I am making a profit of 28% on the whole, which means a profit of 28% means I am going to get 28 rupees on 100. If let's say the total value was 100, so that gives me a clue. I'll take the cost of one hairband as 1 rupee. One hairband as 1 rupee. So for 100 hairbands, I have spent 100 rupees. But if I'm getting a profit of 28% on the whole, ultimately when I'm selling these hairbands at a profit of 20%, 40%, I am making 28% on the whole, which means after selling all the hairbands, I'm getting 128 rupees. Okay, on 100 rupees, 28% is 28 rupees. Ultimately, I'm getting 128 rupees. How do I get this 128 rupees? X hairbands at 20% profit, which means X hairbands which were costing 1 rupee are now being sold at 1.2 plus 100 minus X hairbands which are costing 1 rupee are being sold at a profit of 40%. So I multiply that by 1.4. So X hairbands I'm selling at 20% profit, and the remaining hairbands I'm selling at 40% profit. So remaining hairbands are 100 minus X. Multiply that by 1.4. That should give me 128. So 1.2x plus 1140 minus 1.4x is equal to 128. Okay, we calculate 0.2x is equal to 12, x is equal to 60. So this is for 20% of the profit. 20% of the profit, she is selling 60 hairbands. 40 hairbands, because 100 minus x, she will sell it at 40% of the profit. So this is the. Let's move on to the next question. A bag was sold at 30% profit. If the CP and SP are both reduced by, okay, so let us take the CP as x. The SP, because it's 30% profit, becomes 1.3x. Now they are saying if they are both reduced by 200, which means if CP was x, now it will become x minus 200. SP was 1.3x, now becomes 1.3x minus 200. The profit percentage would increase by 15 percentage points. So profit percentage is now 30 plus 15. It is not profit percentage is 15. Profit percentage increases by 15 percentage points, which means profit was 30, now it's become 30 plus 15, 45. So profit percentage is equal to profit by CP into 100. Here I've gotten that as 45. What is the profit? SP minus CP. 1.3x minus 200 minus of x minus 200, which is the CP, divided by x minus 200 into 100. Okay, now we'll have to simplify this. Let me make some space here. So when I simplify, 45x minus 2100, I get the point. So we get 45 percentage by 100. Okay, 45. 1 minute, there's a problem with the pen. Okay, 45x minus 9000 is equal to 0.3x, because this and this goes away. Sign change, 0.330x. 15x is equal to 9000. X is equal to 60. 600. So the original SP of the bag, so the original cost price is 600, original SP is 1.3 times 600, 1.3 into, because this is the original SP, right, is selling it at a profit of 30%. 1.3 into 600, 780 rupees is the original selling price. Let's move on to the next question. Seller on an e-commerce portal sells pens and pencils. Pen is sold at a loss of 5% and a pencil is sold at a profit of 15%. He is gaining something. Selling a pen for a 5% profit and a pencil for 10% profit is gaining 13%. So we are getting, let us say we take the pen as A and pencil as B. Okay. Pencil is sold at a profit of 15%. Let us take 15 by 100 of B, and pen is sold at a loss of 5%, which is 5 by 100 of A. Okay, 15% profit of pencil, 5% loss is equal to 7. And here you will get 15B minus 5A is equal to 700 divided by 5. 3B minus A is equal to 140. Okay, that's the first equation. Similarly, the second equation that you get, selling a pen for 5% profit, pencil for 10% profit, you get 10 by 100 into B plus 5 by 100 into A is equal to 13, multiplying 10B plus 5A is equal to 1300 divided by 5. 2B plus A equals 260. This is one equation, this is the second equation that you get. Add these two, a would go away, 5b is equal to 400. So when you add these two, 3b minus a and 2b plus a gets cancelled. 5b equals 140 plus 260 equals 400. B is equal to 80. So B is he gains rupees 300. Okay, he gains rupees 30. So B is the price of the pencil. If they had asked for the price of the pen, substitute that in any equation, you would have gotten the price of the pen as well. Okay, that part in the question is not here. So imagine if they've gotten the pencil value B, if you gotten the pen value, I might have, while framing the question, I might have forgotten to write the last sentence. The value of the pencil is 80. If they had asked what is the value of the pen, you substitute 3b minus a equals 143 into 80 is 240 minus a equals 140. And a you would have gotten it as 100. The value of the pen would have been 100. The value of the pencil would have been 80. So friends, a very tricky set on profit and loss. If you've solved this and if you've understood, you are on your way to getting all questions right in your competitive exam or placements. If you liked, please click the thumbs up sign, leave us an encouraging comment, and click on the subscribe button and the bell icon if you haven't done so already. Share it with your friends, and if you need more help, please visit our website 7senstalent.com. Thank you once again for visiting our channel and for being with us for this video. Thank you.